All right, what do we got next, guys?
We got Rumpelstiltskins against Green Bowl Packers. And I'm boiling this down to QBs and tight ends in this game.
Okay.
Why? We talked about...
Because you love a good tight end.
Thanks. Who doesn't? Really. Thank you. But like the question of the day, we had Eli Manning, Rumpelstiltskins. He has him. Cam versus Cam Newton. Cam Newton did spectacular.
A resurgence.
Yes. He had a great game against Philadelphia last week.
And why not go up against Kansas City?
It's the thing to do.
Why
It's the
not?
thing to do.
Yeah.
It's the classic choice, year in and year out.
That
It's
being
gonna
said,
work.
though, that being said, this is the perfect scenario for a trap game.
It could be. Might very well be. But we're looking at those two right now. I mean, we're saying Eli Manning at Washington.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
December is the time for him to shine, right?
Yeah.
And Cam, like we said, it's at Kansas City. Alright.
Which is above sea level. That's an important stat.
Which is, but they're looking for that number 2 win.
And we're
You
looking
can't count them out. You can't count them out.
afterwards with all that, like tight ends, what I love.
He must work out.
Greatest quote I've ever heard.
Yeah, I love improv.
But anyway, like, we're looking at Rumpelstiltskin. He's got the 2 tight end.
He does. He's got 2 beast tight ends.
He
Rumpelstiltskin's got 2
does. But
beast
this
tight ends.
time it's going to work out because he's got Vernon Davis against St. Louis.
Who put up 0 points last week, by the way?
He
All
did,
day.
but it's against St. Louis, which is definitely a better play. Look at Green Bowl Packers. His tight end, of course, is Jason Witten against Philly, and Philly is just giving up phenomenal points to anybody. So, and I'm going to look at the defenses. You got Baltimore for Rumpelstiltskins against Pitt. That's going to be.
I think that's going to be a
Is
good
Ben
play.
Roth-
Yeah,
Ben Roth
yeah.
starting,
I don't think
right?
he's going to play.
You don't think he's gonna play?
No, I don't think Roethlisberger's going to
Well,
play.
he may play, but will
I can't see them starting Charlie Batch again.
I mean, who are they going to start?
Yeah.
I'm bringing Palco?
I hear.
I did a good job of saying that very serious.
Well, we'll say if Ben Roth does not play, then that's a good play with him with Baltimore.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Steelers fans, Vince Young is out there. Go pick him up. He's better than Charlie.
Nah, he just calls your team a dream team, and it just ends up.
Palco's out there. Alright, who's
There's
going
a lot out there. If we're
But-
talking Charlie Batch, there's a lot of possibilities.
Who's
Joey Harrington's available.
With all this talk, I'm gonna go Green Bowl Packers just because.
Oh, boo.
Well, I mean, I know you love him, but anyway, he's got Cam Newton, Des Bryant against Philly. He's got Jason Witten as well. He's got AJ Green, who's been phenomenal as well this year, and Rumpelstiltskins. He's been on a big losing streak.
You know what's kind of funny? I saw Green Bowl Packers come out of the closet earlier too. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Now he might have the confidence.
And it is
to just
on the
close it out.
web. So,
Could be.
Use your newfound confidence to get a win, bro.
cheers to you, American, for that one.
Alright, let's go ahead and look at our next matchup. It is Suck My Peterson versus Johnny Cashews. I've looked at it. Suck My Peterson wins. On to the next one. Not the Bang versus It's My Big They're sitting so close together right now. It's so great.
Oh my
And
goodness.
now I get to talk
Can you
about
feel the
it.
intensity?
Can you
feel it?
Can you feel it?
I can't wait to hear the commissions rolling on this.
Oh my. Okay, so
Can you bust in the door as you roll on this?
So I had my readout, and Gary changed his team up, taking out Mike Williams, putting in Greg Jennings, taking out Sean Green, putting in Daniel Thomas.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Roddy White, Andre Johnson. How many yards did Andre Johnson put up in the past 2 games? Like 470?
273, and then he had like 160 last
yeah,
week. I
and
think.
Michael Crabtree, who's been a question mark, he has 5 touchdowns against the Rams. That's 3 wide receivers that are going to blow up, and you just can't keep up.
I mean, that's phenomenal. He's looking good on
I mean,
paper,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I think he's even got me out beat with projected points by a lot, right?
Yeah.
Well, right
But
now,
what he has never done is ever beat me in like the span of.
I knew you were going to bring it out. I knew you were going to
Exactly.
bring it out. Which brings up the point, America. Viewing public. Can I point something out to you? Before the show
Wait.
started, what you may not see on outside of the film is we actually do a little bit of takes. We do a little bit of behind the scenes footage. You notice that the table's split. We've got Gary and Morgan over here. We've got me and Josh over here. Let me tell you how that's kind of related. These two have been kind of just thinking about the good old days when their teams were good and ideas they have to better the league. While me and Josh think things are great. We're doing great. We got people hating on the message boards. But I'm winning. Josh is winning.
You know what?
It looks like a lot of people want things to be the way they used to be
Oh.
when their team's not doing so well.
Open up the history books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't just beat the top dog last week, just to show off.
You
All
know,
right, okay.
You're not gonna get
All right.
3 beatdowns in a week.
Go on.
It's
Go
not
on.
gonna happen.
I did only beat Morgan by 1
They
point.
said I wouldn't get 2 in
thank
a
you,
row.
Fish, thank you.
2, I think.
And then they said I wouldn't get 3.
That being said,
I want to give you props though for a great year you've had,
Thank you, sir.
especially with the draft that you had.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you
Because
didn't
your
show up
brother
too.
Thanks.
drafted for
He
you.
did. He did.
Phenomenal drafting though.
He did do a good job.
Bradley Gardner.
Yes,
He
exactly.
did.
I'd like to make one point.
Please do.
Philosopher time.
You ever won this thing?
No.
Okay, that's going to continue.
Let's go to the main event.
The main event!
Gary,
Are you
The main
ready to
event.
rumble?
Come on, man. Multiple gorgasms.
the guy that just took first place from
He
me.
took first place from you because I beat you last week, of course.
He
Okay.
gorgasms everywhere.
He does.
All the time.
I beat Gorgasms.
And I want to give this a close matchup, but I feel multiple gorgasms is going to end up winning this, of course. Like, he's got Eric Decker and Demaryius Thomas, 2 great wide receivers. They're on the same team. They are.
That's the one problem. With
That is
it.
the problem, but you'd be surprised because Peyton Manning is well-rounded with every wide receiver or / tight end.
You love a good, well-rounded tight end, don't you?
He makes everybody a playmaker on his team, and from what I've seen, like, even though he has those 2 wide receivers from Denver, they always put up points. No matter, they always end up putting up
And
double
Stokely's been
digits.
putting up
Be
points
it
lately
through
too.
catches and yards or touchdowns, they
Mhm.
put up points.
Yeah.
Exactly, and he's also got Calvin Johnson, which is great as well.
He's finally on a roll.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's finally.
Calvin's starting to step it up.
Mhm.
Because that little bitch Titus finally got kicked off the team.
Yeah.
About time.
No, he's bad. He's just not.
Nah, Broyles. It's all Broyles right now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Which,
Bro-
by the way, is Chu starting him? Is it too late for that?
Yeah, he is.
He is?
I'm pretty sure.
Broyles is blowing up this week. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
No, he's
let's
benched
go.
him.
Things change.
I would change that, bro.
You choose. Put in a question, dog. Broyles. Broyles. That's your Broyles.
Anyway, we got he's got that. He's got Andy Dalton against San Diego. San Diego hasn't been doing anything at all this year, defensively, offensively. So I'm sure he can actually put up some points there. And his running backs are Reggie Bush, who's still getting more touches than Daniel Thomas,
Yeah.
and also
His hot streak looks like it's about to end now.
it kinda
he
is.
He doesn't stay hot for very long.
Well, you gotta figure that team's become so one-dimensional because teams have caught up to Tannehill. You
Yeah.
know, it's kind of like, I love to throw in a little Redskins trivia here. It's like when Jim Zorn took over the Redskins, they started out 6-2, and then people caught up to them and they just fucking lost from the rest of the way. It's kind of the way the Dolphins are doing it. And unfortunately, people have caught up to Tannehill, so now they're one-dimensional, so Reggie Bush can't run the ball.
Jim Zorn's been the QB coach for Kansas City. They've been caught up with him all year.
Bad move.
All right, who's gonna win this thing?
It's gonna be multiple gorgasms, like I said in the beginning. He's gonna take it on.
That
Like,
son of a bitch.
come on, man. He's got Julio Jones and Robert Griffin, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough to.
It's your matchup, but I disagree.
Okay.
I think, come on, man, is starting Jacquees, who we got from me in a trade.
They're starting
and
playing
he's
a lot
been
of
starting
plays.
to get up there,
They're playing
man.
a lot of
And I think,
Yes, they are.
yeah.
But from what I heard earlier, little update: Michael Turner just had a touchdown.
Oh.
So
Oh! Would
That's
you look at
that's
him?
you.
Would you look at him?
Are you
Okay,
beating Gary?
okay,
Are you
okay.
beating Gary right now?
oh,
I don't even have to yet,
Hey,
dude.
there's time to come back.
plenty of time.
No, it's not. Let's just look
I'm
at yours
very
before.
All right, guys. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week with the last week of the regular season,
Oh man.
and then one word: playoffs.
Playoffs.